Because by the end of the day, 3, 4 o'clock, good fucking luck about doing what was on your like. Not, I'm not gonna go conquer the day at 4 o'clock. Who out there is like wrote a book, 4 p.m. awesomeness or whatever? It's just
Yeah.
not gonna happen, especially if you're over 45, unqualified, unsolicited, and totally honest opinions on midlife. Today, I thought we'd talk about, is your morning routine sinking you or saving you?
I don't know why that makes me laugh. It seems so dumb.
It seems so dumb. Well, Brian, did you know that the first 30 minutes of your morning sets,
No, I
sets the
didn't.
tone
Yeah, all right, I get that. That
for
makes
your whole
sense.
day?
Yeah.
So, like your energy, your mood, your productivity, like before I really got that, I would have been like, whatever, it's fine. But once you see the other side of it, which I have, it
What's the
makes
other
sense.
side?
Like when you actually have a morning routine and you see what your day looks like with it and
Right.
without it.
All right.
Like I totally like what walk us through your morning routine. Like what your goals are in the morning and what really happens.
I try to work out first thing,
Yeah.
but if I don't get that, then I do chase the workout the entire day, which is kind of annoying. But sometimes work and other things necessitate a faster start.
Right.
So then I guess the rhythm is off,
Yeah.
like if you have a routine, I guess you check some boxes fast. Yeah.
Right.
I know you've got your whole thing, your whole routine.
I know. And
Give it
it's
to us. You've been dying to give it to us. Let's
no.
hear your amazing morning routine.
Well, I'll tell you why it became, but it was 3 years ago. I talked to this woman who I love and appreciate and just admire. And she was like, yeah, she said that years before that, she started getting up an hour before her kids. And when I first heard her saying that, I was like, that's crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's sleep.
Yeah.
And I just was waking up when the kids did. And then I was totally in reactive mode and like behind the ball the whole time, like rushing and like, and then
Which makes
barely,
sense.
yes.
Yeah.
And then when she really said why she did it and what she got out of it, it planted a seed in me. And then I would try it. And I wasn't consistent with it at first. And now I am totally in. And I kind of do an hour and a half before our kids get up because I found that it kind of was like, I did a little bit and then I got more and more. And I was like, ooh, and I want to do this and kind of that habit stacking or whatever.
Ooh.
But I'll wake up at least, I would say for sure, 3 hour or 3 days a week I will wake up an hour and a half before the kids get up because I love getting my workout in and I'm really dedicated because of the anti-aging and not
Benefits.
anti-aging, I'm
Just
aging,
the
but
just
like
the
aging well.
health. Yeah.
Yeah, and doing the muscle stuff because I know if I don't do it first thing in the morning I don't get it done.
Right.
So I do a half hour Peloton strength class and I wake up at 5:30. The clothes are by my bedroom door. I take them out and I go down, go into the exercise room, do the half hour of our workout or our mine and the instructors. We're
It's
like,
the two of
oh
you
my
together
God, we're
and anyone else in the
totally
universe that's
yeah,
participating.
but I know I'm either doing it's like I rotate either lower body or a low I can't even talk. Lower body, upper body, or full body.
Yeah.
And so I do that. And it's like the minute I get out of bed, I'm tired. And believe me, bed is like has this gravitational pull. And it's like I want to go back in. I hear even the birds chirping, and I'm like, oh, this is so perfect. The temperature is perfect. I
Yeah.
want to go back in. But the minute I decided I'm out of our bedroom door, I'm fine. Energy's fine. I'm not tired anymore and I get into the class and I do it. And especially after the class, I have what do you call it? Partner?
Matt?
No, what do you call it? No,
What?
like the partner, my friend who I
Like
text after
accountability, that one?
accountability. I couldn't think of that word.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe I need more sleep. But and I text her after I'm done, like, boom, did this. And she's like, I'm about to do mine. And it's just this fun
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I'm already feeling like awesome. I feel productive. I feel confident. And then I go into my like hydration game of drinking my water and my bone broth and my creatine and
Wow.
my and then like my hot water with lemon. So I got 4 cups going, but I'm like, yeah, this is all happening. It's like all good for me. And then I lay on my PEMF mat, which I brought up before, but oh, it's like a electric magnetic. Yeah.
course, right?
It's
Yeah.
not, it's just like it's heated, it's lovely because you've worked out and now you're like, oh, my muscles are recouping. And then I do a little meditation and
On the
then
mat?
on the mat, I'm laying down. I listen to a meditation, a guided one. And then now I've kind of started doing 10 minutes of just silence. Like
It's
I've
good.
called in my day and then I'm just like quiet, like my mind's quiet. And so the other days that I don't do that, I definitely feel not as I'm not in the
Disjointed,
driver's seat.
off.
I'm disjointed, and then I'm really trying to do it more. Granted, weekends I'm fine. I'm totally fine behind the ball, but I have just seen so much better days when I do that at the beginning. So I totally understand the hype and that they say that it really is that 30 minutes is totally in control of that tone, mood, productivity, all the
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I guess, if you start off with a win, it feels better during your whole day. We kinda talked about that, right? You
Yeah.
check something off that you want, then you've already had a success in a given day, and so if you get one within 30 minutes, that makes pretty good sense to
Yeah.
me. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. And so, how many days a week do you feel like you're having your ideal morning
Morning.
routine?
I don't know if I'm as structured as you in the morning, but, like, I work out 5 days a week for sure.
Yeah.
But, like, today, I just had a bunch of work stuff. It just got
Just like,
yeah, I'll
making
get it
sure
in, but
you
so
are
that's
good at
weird because
it.
like, my first 30 was just managing work stuff, but it just turned into a really hectic work day, and so
Yeah.
that's always my first priority.
Right.
Like, I
Yeah.
wanna work out, but I also gotta make sure that
And
I
also,
keep the job.
yeah, and for me, it's like the kids and me serving others takes over. So that time of getting up before anyone else does, it's me
Makes it
time.
easier.
And I feel like it's totally me putting my own oxygen mask on and me really sitting in the driver's seat of my day. Like I'm just like, yep, I did my self care. I'm good to go and I'm not as reactive. I'm like my whole mood, everything. I can just feel I'm better with the kids. I'm better with you. Like it's funny because if I've been up before you,
Oh, man.
yeah, and I'm like, and I'm just on like 60 miles per hour, and you're like, I'm not yet. And I'm like, oh yeah, thank you for the reminder. Cause I'm like ready to rock.
Yeah, you come in a little hot sometimes.
Yeah, because I'm like excited and I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been up for hours,
Yeah.
or if I have work stuff, like I really had a deadline for myself of getting something done. So I woke up one morning and I did a workout and I sat down and I focused and worked. And it was like that uninterrupted time. It's really like this genius time. It's my best time.
Yeah.
I guess I would say I'm a morning person. My dad was like that. Like
Yeah, I
just
think you
get up.
could come one.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I realized what a magic hour is for me to get this stuff done. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. So, I think this whole topic is undisputably probably yeah, everyone's gonna go like, "Yeah, that makes sense," right?
right.
Right? So,
So
what's
like
the issue? Why doesn't everyone do it?
I know, well, like
And if
I
you do
wasn't
have good
doing it.
intentions, it's hard. Sleep's hard
It
to
is.
get
And
like, cut down.
well, well, I think you try it and you'll like it. And then it will just
Try it.
try it.
What's that?
The oh gabba gabba.
Yes,
Yes.
oh man, our
Yeah.
kids
Oh my
love the
God. Go
Yo
back.
Try it and
Yeah.
you'll like
And you
it.
like it. So, but I like my friend Amy that was talking about her morning routine. And at first I was like, well, yeah, okay, sure. That sounds awesome, but that's really hard to do. There's all these excuses ruminating in your head, like my kids are gone. I need sleep. Da, da, da. But I just make sure I'm asleep by 10, like
Right,
asleep, like in bed, like checked out. And then waking up at 5:30 is not hard for me. Like
right.
I feel like I've had enough time and you'll find your sweet spot. So I feel like I go to bed earlier, but I'm better like that. I feel like that's my better circadian rhythm. And so I think people that are having those days where you feel like you're reactive, you're like not getting the workout in, you're not getting the me time in, try getting that hour before and like put your perfect menu together and start small like we've said with a lot of things, like just do 10 minutes the first day because
Yeah, yeah, if you did like a 15-minute workout and 15 minutes of just quiet coffee
yeah,
time, that's
like
probably still a win.
even if it's like a micro, like 10
Yeah,
minutes, just be 10
yeah,
minutes of quiet coffee by yourself. And then you'll be like, that was nice. And then go to 20, then go to 30, and then you kind of work yourself up, because if you could get like in that time, you could work out, you could have silence, you could have, I mean, coffee by yourself in quiet is pretty fantastic. You could journal and say what your goal is for the day. I know a lot of us moms and stuff, we have so many to-do lists and like have to do and get done in the day list, that if you could just sit down and like empty your mind
Sure.
of just writing all that down. If you want to meditate, if you want to like read or expand your mind, like mind, body, soul, like
But I
those
guess
three
then where does
areas.
it stop?
Well, mine,
What's ideal? So that's what you're talking about is a half hour. Like if you can get a half hour,
you could do like
because
little,
I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just keep stacking stuff in the
yeah, and
morning,
that's
and
what
then
I
you can
started
make a
doing.
monster a routine.
Yeah,
But
because some I burn out
that's
on.
not always realistic for everybody.
No, but I'm saying choose from the category, like start small. And
Right.
then I started stacking stuff on. Like I did the workout because I was like, okay, I am motivated to do the three muscle workouts a week. And I just knew if I didn't do it in the morning, I don't get
Won't
it
do it.
done. I
Sure.
can't. Like I start going into like I gotta take kids there. I don't have control of as much control of my day as I do in the morning. So I did the workout, and then I was like, started getting into the pen mat, and I was like, oh my gosh, it feels so good to lay on this after that. So if I'm laying here, I might as well meditate. So then those are two things. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I was like, well, also I could put on my LED face mask and anti-age or like age well there.
Jeez.
So you can start putting stuff on top of that. And so, and then I also was like, I'm finding that I like 10 minutes meditation, 10 minutes. You just kind of start tweaking and see what works for you. But I think that trying on stuff and just knowing that there are three categories, you can alternate. You could do Mondays, mind half hour,
What are your three
Tuesdays,
categories?
mind, body, like
Yeah.
walking or
Yeah.
working
Something
out or
physical.
stretching.
Yeah.
And then spirit, like you're journaling or you're meditating or your silence or something like that. So those three categories. And again, they don't have to all be in one day. You can, yeah, alter the
Pick and
days and stuff.
choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing not to do, and they've done studies about this, is obviously you and I both have our get up alarms on our phone,
Yeah.
but you're not supposed to be on your phone the first half hour of the day, because that will start, it's like all of a sudden, it's like all these like
Yeah.
anxiety stuff.
Yeah, the
And
work
then
stuff, I tend to check it first thing I get up as I'm brushing my teeth, and
right.
it's not always the greatest start,
No.
but
And so try and avoid your phone for that first half hour. And believe me, I have it to wake me up, but then I have a half hour workout, but then I'm back on it to do the meditation that I have like in a folder, saved folder, whatever in there. But I'm not, and it's so enticing because a notification will pop up and you're like, oh, I just want to look at that. But if you could just give yourself that half hour of no phone, and we've been big on that with our kids. We're like, you cannot
sure.
get on your phone until you're going out to school or on the bus or whatever. And so that's a huge one, is no phone in the morning. Do you have aging parents and you're still raising your kids? Then welcome to the sandwich generation. It can be super overwhelming, but I've got you. I wrote an ebook that helps you save time, energy, and money. And you can get your copy on thesandwichgen.com/ebook, and it will help you with all the things you need.
So how long is your whole morning ritual
An
routine?
hour and a half.
That's pretty
It's a lot,
heavy.
but it also, I just found that it just gives you time and space.
Yeah.
But that's what my sweet spot. Again, people, if they're just diving in, I started with a half hour at the beginning and I just did the workout. And then I was like, oh, but then there's this and this would be really nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
I just
Mine isn't that
trickling
big. Yeah, I'll work out and then hit it. Start getting to business.
start getting into business. Yeah. And again, like if you can hit those bases, it'd be really good. Like the mind,
Mind,
body,
body, and
soul.
spirit.
Yeah, spirit. And again, the journaling, the walking, the whatever that is to you, like do what sounds fun.
Yeah, like a walk is pretty tame, and so if you walked outside, that could get mind and
Yeah.
or body and spirit pretty easily.
Yeah. And what really sold me on it, besides just feeling good and feeling those like good emotions of confidence and conquering and like, oh my God, like I just really, really like it was like my days are different, is you'll be different with your partner and with your kids? Like, I don't know if you see a
I think
difference in
everyone
me.
needs me time.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh, for sure.
undisputable that if you get a little me time, you're going to be happier,
Yeah.
right? Like I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
You're less
And then
reactive.
and then if you're starting with a success, I keep reiterating that that's a big win. Like
Yeah.
having a win right off the bat
I mean,
starts
I
your day.
think most things that make your life better are kind of like no duh
Yeah, it's just
things.
hard to do. It's hard
It's
to
hard to do. It
yeah.
is. But
The
it's like
routine gets
choose your hard.
disrupted.
And
Yeah.
I think that's what it gets to is like I like the days I have better when I get my ass out of bed
Right.
than the days when I sleep. I'm like, oh no, slip took over. I'll just do it tomorrow. And then the day just isn't as good. So I'm choosing the hard that day when I don't get up of just reacting all day and not being my best self, didn't get the workout in. I'm going to bed, beating myself up, or I choose the hard of getting my butt up, getting the workout in. And then it's like once I do one thing, I'm off. Like I have the time.
Yeah.
I'm on to the other things that are just filling all these buckets for me. And so I think all of it is hard in just seeing what
The
your
routine, you
hard
mean?
is. Well, I'm
It
just
is
saying, even if you, once you see the other side and seeing what your day is like without it, that's hard. It's a
sure.
hard day for me if it's not.
Yeah, I don't know if
I don't
people
like being short. I don't
quantify
like
that.
being reactive. I
Yeah.
don't like being in the passenger seat. But I think that's what people feel when they're having those days of not waking up and taking control of their morning. And they're like thing goes off and it's like automatic, like, oh God. Or if they're on their phone and then it's like they haven't given themselves that half hour and then they're just in that anxiety mode and like
Sure.
pressure and then they're short with someone and they're like, oh my God, I've already fought with my kid this morning, or my husband's annoying me, or this or this. And then it just you carry that through the day. And then
Yeah.
you're so I
Yeah.
think those are the signs. If you're feeling any of those, which I totally did, it just got to the point where I'm like, why not try something else? Because if you keep having the same days doing the same thing, you got to change something. It's a version of insanity, which I did for many years because you're tired. And especially us in midlife, our gas, fuel,
Yeah.
energy tanks aren't as full as they used to be. So it is more important for us to have like better days with
Like a
doing those things and
structure,
filling
huh?
up as much as we can before the day goes. Right. Because by the end of the day, 3, 4 o'clock, good fucking luck about doing what was on your like I'm not gonna go conquer the day at 4 o'clock. Who out there is like wrote a book, 4 p.m. awesomeness or whatever? Like it's just
Yeah.
not gonna happen, especially if you're over 45. It's just not gonna
What a
happen.
sad
I
reality.
really feel like the morning is this genius, like untapped resource if you haven't tried it.
Sure. No, I
Yeah.
agree. You get left alone. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
you no
You
one
know?
else is bugging you. Like, and again, work, if you have a work thing, if you have a, like you're doing a run, whatever your goal is that you are setting, go, get it. Take the
Yeah.
morning.
I've noticed I've slept in a little bit later than I normally do as of late because our practices go till
Yeah.
like 9:30, well, 9:15, and then we're home by like 9:30, 9:40. And then it's like we're eating and then I need like an
Really?
hour to wind down and it's like I'm just so that's kind of throwing it off. So what would you say to people that like because that's, like coaching lacrosse is about a 2.5 month stint here in the
Right.
spring.
I think you're gonna have seasons. And again, like
Because you get
going on
in and out.
vacation,
Yeah.
having summer where there's kind of lack of schedule, that will throw me off. But a half hour, like what's a half hour?
Yeah.
A half hour of sleep is not gonna
Sure.
it's not.
Yeah.
So you just take that half hour
And I
before before you have to hit the ground running with your life and kids and work, you give yourself
yeah, and I agree. A half hour that's
that's doable.
it's yeah. And so
An
I did
hour
that.
might feel like, and my hour and a half, believe me, if you told me 2 years ago that I'd be waking up an hour and a half before my kids, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would
Sure.
believe you because that to me then that sounded crazy. But again, I started with that. I did like 20 minutes of workout and then I would do 10 minutes of meditation. And I did that for a very long time until I was like, actually, I could do
Could
earlier
stack a
and
little
I want
more.
to do more. And
Yeah.
I had more goals. I wanted to finish my book. When I wanted to finish my book by my birthday 2 years ago, I woke up for a week straight at 4 a.m.
Just
because I was like, I need to put in like 2 to 3 hours before everyone gets up. I'm getting this done. And it was more than a week. But I had that
Sure.
was bigger than me going, oh God. And I just went to bed a little earlier. And if you
Yeah.
can't, you're not gonna like you will make the energy you get out of what you do for yourself in the morning, especially a half hour, it will matter
Okay.
for you.
So
Yes.
this morning I broke my streak this week of waking up and working out and then starting my routine, right?
You broke it like how? You
I
mean
broke so I set my alarm and I actually got up a half hour early because I was like, I'm gonna just go get my workout in
yeah,
and then I'll win. Because I kind of cheated myself last night thinking, oh, I might just push it, right?
yeah,
But then I woke up and I looked at the phone and had 53 text messages for work. And I was like, dude, I probably should just handle this. And then just got right in it. And the whole
yeah,
workday just flew.
right.
So, and I didn't have a bad day and I had a good, productive workday. It was just busy.
Yeah.
So, what do you say to those people?
You're saying the people that are like,
So, like,
I didn't wake up.
yeah. So now what? So then is the advice just tomorrow, just try to get back on the horse?
Yeah,
Because I don't
for
say I had a
sure.
bad day. I broke my routine.
For sure. I
Yeah.
think giving yourself grace and life happens for sure. Like, what if there's a friend's birthday dinner and you were out later or
Sure.
whatever? Like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and I do this 3 days a week, 3 days a week. And I want to do more because I know the days that I don't do it. And maybe on those other days I do a half hour or an hour, but I'm not doing the hour and a half. So and if I don't and allow myself to sleep in because I'm like, no, Fridays I want to sleep in, do it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, try it on,
Yeah. I guess the
try
key
that
is don't
half hour.
punish yourself
Don't
after
punish
the fact.
yourself.
Yeah.
Have a goal and just like, okay, 2 days a week. I'm gonna try a half hour before. And then you'll realize I don't think there's anyone that's like, oh, I have a worse day for it because I took care of myself.
Yeah.
And even that quiet, I think you'll only crave more of it. And actually, I was thinking as you were talking, I think I went from a half hour to an hour, but then you were starting to wake up and work out, and that was the same time I was going to
Oh,
work
so
out.
that
So I had to get a half
mm,
hour before
I'm
you.
the
No,
the
but it actually ended up fine. But I just was like, okay, because then I was trying to do the workout after the pump mat which was hard. So I was like, I'll
you
just get
just
up
shifted it
half
on.
hour. I
Oh,
did. I
thank you.
acclimated. But
Yeah.
again, give yourself grace. But I think if you especially are having those days where you are feeling that anxious, then don't be on your phone the first half hour. If you're feeling those days where you're reactive, your morning's just a shit show, you're like, oh my God, it's just so crazy. Then give yourself a half hour before. Like if you're good and your day's great, maybe you've got like your rhythm down. But I didn't.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
most people don't. And I think especially a lot of us carry like, "Ah, I gotta get this done. I gotta get this done. And I don't feel that when I have taken care of myself in the morning of like my check boxes or done something self-care wise, which is one of those three buckets of the
Yeah.
exercise, the mind, and the soul, you know?
Yeah. So for you, is it just a win? Like you got it done, you feel good about yourself, and then that makes your day better? Or well, and I also think subconsciously those all should play into
Oh, for sure. Because
yeah.
exercise obviously does like a million different
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
But I know the minute I finish, I am like, I did this. Like I'm proud of myself.
Yay,
I feel
barf.
productive. I
Yeah.
do. And then
Yeah.
I'm like texting as soon as possible to Nicole, being like, boom, done. And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it too.
So that's
It's
good.
really fun. And then I like look forward to it's like always having that nugget afterwards. Like maybe you do your coffee right after your workout or whatever. Have
Yeah.
something like that treat for yourself of and then the treat to myself is like having the quiet and like
Mm,
because we are in service mode for,
sure.
when we're working, when
Just
we're
when everyone makes
parenting, when
yeah.
there's all these things. And then I'm like, oh, at this time I have to get my mom up. And then after the kids go out the door, I'm now serving this person, which is great. But I've taken care of myself and I've done it. So
I think that's important.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so important. And I wish I had started it sooner so I didn't have to have a lot of those days, but I'm glad I did when I did. I'm glad I heard my friend and saw on her face how much it changed her life. And I mean, there's tons of books about it. And I had even listened to an audible about one, and it still didn't get me to do it until I saw it on her face. I was like, okay, I
What do you mean by saw it on her face?
just that she talked about the days she was having, which I totally related
Uh,
to. And then she's like, now this is what I have. And I'm like, oh my God, why wouldn't I try that? Because I am having those days that you talked about that's now in the past tense for you because you started something new. And so I tried it and I was like, oh my God, okay, I see it. I see the difference. I feel the difference, especially like if your first step is just to not look at your phone and doom scroll or like just all of a sudden like give yourself that half hour, even if it's not scrolling, to have a half hour before you have to look at the emails from work. Like
Yeah, because I
there,
guess
it's like you
yeah,
have to, if you don't, you're having to go from 0 to 60 in
yeah.
like that. And
And I
that's too
think
much.
we also maybe don't do enough to take care of ourselves anyway, right? So what
No.
we do is we pacify ourselves with other things that aren't necessarily taking care of ourselves. So
Wait,
maybe that is
pacify.
why.
What do you mean?
Like we'll maybe watch TV, but that's not really taking care of ourselves,
Right.
or we'll like say doom scroll, or we'll drink
Yeah. Oh,
coffee,
well,
or
I
we'll
think we're
drink beer or
numbing
yeah,
ourselves in a lot of
versus
ways.
like maybe just a positive,
Yeah,
yeah,
and again, that tank that used to be able to like that Ferrari that was our 30s, they could go 0 to 60
with
fine.
shitty
We're
gas.
now, yeah, but now
Yeah,
we're like, oh God, that's really hard. So I'm still feeling like I'm playing catch up the rest of the day.
yeah,
So it's like, okay, now more than ever,
yeah. That
let's make
makes
sure
sense.
we're, rocking our mornings instead of reacting in our
So
mornings.
half hour of what?
Half hour of either your mind, body, or soul.
Something that satisfies
Yeah.
those needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just start small. And
Exercise,
number
meditation.
one thing to do is to not look at your phone the first half hour of the day.
Yeah, I gotta do better at that.
Yeah.
I work for a
Turn off
company
the
that's
alarm.
East Coast, so I
Yeah.
feel like I wake up behind the 8 ball.
Totally. But then
But I just
give
got but
yourself,
they're really great and they give me
yeah.
leeway, but I still feel like, "Oh, I should look," and I gotta do better at not doing that,
Yeah.
at least for a half
So
hour.
you saying this helps you? This
It could.
conversation?
It could. Yeah, yes, I do like the workout in the morning.
Yeah.
I feel way better. That's a given. I've known that for a while. And when I don't do it, I'm kind of mad at myself.
Yeah.
So I understand that. But the phone I might try on just not looking at the phone for the first half hour.
Yeah.
I like to be like of service to my job and make sure that everything's okay, but
Yeah.
I guess what's a half hour? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that?
Yeah.
It's
No.
really
Yeah.
negligible, sleep wise, everything wise. And I think once someone tries this, they, like I did, you realize, oh gosh. And then you just see that it's not much at all. It's like, you know,
It's like 30 minutes.
it's like 3 minutes. My gosh. If you loved hanging out with us, hit that follow button and share this episode with someone who could use a little midlife magic. Now go rock the rest of your day.